Lucy called me the other day. She said, girl, you have to make that stew for me again. I tasted your stew like 2 years ago, and it was the best I ever had. That was the best stew that I've ever had. The best stew that I've ever had. The best stew that I've ever had. I was like, God, was that the best stew you ever had? The best stew that I've ever had.
Lean, tender chunks of beef with a light, flappy dumpling.
And so, surprise, surprise, I've made the stew for you. Here's the delicious stew I made for you guys. It's so yummy. Let's see what's inside the stew here. Oh, that smells delicious. Susan was complaining because she's a vegetarian, but I have nothing against vegetarians because I love cows. Oh no, I think the stew has gone bad. What is this? I think the stew has gone bad. Oh, this is beautiful. Look what a beautiful stew I made, you guys. Oh, isn't this just darling? This is just darling. I bet Susan would love this. She would say, oh my God, this is the best stew you have ever created. Oh, it's a little doll. There's a little doll in my stew. I've created life in my stew. It's a clown! One time I was at the circus and a clown tried to suck my soul through his red shiny nose, all the way up his nose. Susan, is that you? Susan, what are you doing in my stew? Susan? Susan, get out of there! Susan, why aren't you listening to me? Susan is freaking deaf! God! Get out of the stew! Susan, did you get another chemical peeling or something? That is just the worst. How do you feel about yourself now, Susan? How do you feel about yourself now? Oh no! Susan, what are you doing? After you and Cedric had that argument at the Christmas dinner in 2007, God, that was awful. I thought you would never eat my stew again, but here you are eating my stew. Who would have thought that?
Best stew that I've ever had.
We have to give you some clothes.